Welcome to my channel, Endurance Sweat. In this video, we'll be going over Zwift categories. Zwift categories are an intrinsic element of the Zwift game, be it for races, group rides, group workouts, or riding with pace partners. For rides, your Zwift category is based on your functional threshold power, or FTP. And for runs, your category is based on your 5-kilometer run time. To find your current cycling FTP, click on Menu in-game, and then click on your profile at the top left-hand side of the screen. Your FTP will appear on the right-hand side. You can manually edit your FTP. Click on the field and edit the number, which you feel best represents your current FTP. Then click on Save. Let's go over the Zwift categories. A, for those riders with an FTP of 4 watts per kilogram and above, an elite athlete. And for runners, someone who can run a 5K in 20 minutes or less. Category B, a cyclist with an FTP between 3.2 and 3.9 watts per kilogram. Or someone who can run a 5K between 22 and 25 minutes. Category C, a rider with an FTP between 2.5 and 3.1 watts per kilogram, or someone who can run a 5K between 25 and 30 minutes. And Category D, an FTP of 2.4 watts per kilogram and lower, or someone who would run a 5K in 30 minutes or more. And then there's Category E. It's an open category, so it includes FTPs between 1 and 5 watts per kilogram and runs from less than 20 minutes for a 5K to more than 30 minutes for a 5K. Let's have a look at a few cycling events on the companion app. Here we have the Kraken Team ODZ, and it's at Category B. It's a group ride. Then we have Team Zwift Tri OZ Power Up. It's Category C. Then we have a KISS Race Series, and it's A, B, C, and D. Let's have a look at this one. Here we can see Category A, 4 to 6, Category B, 3.2 to 4, Category C, 2.5 to 3.2, and Category D, 1 to 2.5 watts per kilogram. And here's a 3R True Steady Ride. It's labeled Category C, but if we have a look at it, you can see in this case Category C is classified as 2 watts per kilogram. And we know from what I explained earlier that Category C was 2.5 to 3.1. So in some cases, the category displayed for the event, the expected FTP can be different than the normal range. So you need to pay attention when selecting event. Let's have another look at another one. Here's an AEO Vamos Amigos Social. And again, this one's at 2.0 to 2.5 watts per kilogram. Now let's look at the Herd Mellow Monday. It's labeled as D. And in this case, the expected wattage will be from 1 to 1.3 watts per kilogram, so at the lower range of D. Now let's take a look at some events for running. Let's have a look at the Monday Run Club, A, B, C, and D. Category A is 12 to 14 kilometers per hour, or 5 to 4 minutes and 17 seconds per kilometer. Category B is 10.5 to 12 kilometers per hour, or from 5 to 5 minutes 42 seconds per kilometer. Category C, 9.5 to 10.5 kilometers per hour, or 5 minutes 42 seconds to 6 minutes 18 seconds per kilometer. And finally, category D, 8 to 9.5 kilometers per hour, or 6 minutes 18 seconds to 7 minutes 30 seconds per kilometer. I hope you found this review of the Zwift categories helpful. As you can see, the cycling is based on your FTP, which you can establish just by riding on Zwift or doing one of the Zwift FTP tests. Whereas the running categories are based on your actual or estimated 5K running time. I hope you'll return to watch another video. Until then, train hard and have fun.